A note to listeners that the following conversation between Brendan Lowry and myself has been aggressively edited, with such edits indicated with this sound. At other times, the listener will get no warning because that's just the way it is. And now, the podcast. And welcome to episode the 5th.
Woo!
Steve Monosson's podcast of no return.
Henry V, one of Shakespeare's all-time greats.
Yes.
Yeah. Right to it, my yes man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'll be the absolutely man. Brendan Lowry is here with me today, as he will be officially, permanently, from now on. Well, I can't say, to eternity, but for a while. We just discussed indefinitely.
I imagine in the after that this recording space is sort of my permanent fixture. This I feel like yes, just spend time recording Podcast of No Return. That's kind of the premise of the Podcast of No Return, right? Is that we are all afloat in some sort of limbo.
Yes, we're
the validation of a yes man. Like Wise Guys and like Goodfellas. I just recently rewatched that. First off, way more violent than I remember.
It's super violent.
Holy.
The Joe Pesci scene is notorious in the annals of film violence, of just cruel, obscene, heartless violence. When he kills the kid, is just
the guy drinking he's serving the drinks.
Yep.
Yeah, and he kills him after previously having shot him in the foot.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a movie I can remember exactly the theater I saw it, and walking out, like shaking my head. Wow.
I'm sure.
That was a film.
I'm sure. Is it? What was your interpretation of the whole, where at the very end, where Pesci, who's already dead in the movie, sorry, spoiler alerts, we should put that put a little spoiler alert at the top.
Something happens to him involving mortality. He has a mortality event.
Huh, so he's alive again? Wait, is that zombie Joe Pesci? Was that a zombie? Is Goodfellas a zombie movie? It's a zombie flick. That's what I was missing this whole time.
Yes.
Oh, man. Well, episode 5. You're halfway to a free sandwich.
That's right.
On the punch card. On the
That's
Steve
right.
Moss. If we can create the Steve Moss and Podcast No Return punch cards, and if you listen and prove that you subscribe to our channels, we will give you a free sandwich. Where are we, Steve?
We're in Bay Ridge.
Ooh, local.
Bay Ridge, New York, Brooklyn.
Hey, shout out to all the Bay Ridge listeners.
Yes. I went on a pizza tour of Brooklyn with my son, 8 years ago, and they take you to the house where where Joe Pesci is made in Goodfellas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
This is a genuine reaction. I want to go do that.
Yeah, they show you all kinds of trivia about Saturday Night Fever. There's the pizza, I believe the pizza shop where John Travolta gets a slice at the beginning of the movie. I haven't seen that one since
that.
Whatever, the Dark Ages, whenever it came out.
Yeah.
There was a lot of monks at the showing, so it was a while ago. Gregorian chants and so forth.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, we started talking about mortality moments, and now you're really feeling your age over there.
Well, now when you're talking to your friends, Brendan, and you say, hey, check out the latest episode of the podcast, we just dropped it. Now, was that normal?
It's like the correct usage, but in this context, no, I don't think we should. Should say it. You can, but it's like usually you use dropped for like a new diss track or a new like hip hop album or rap album. I think usually dropped.
No, let's not get on hip hop. Oh boy, Q6X9, whatever.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, right.
All American Hero. Let's just move on from that.
Yeah, why don't we dive into the world of the Goodfellas and the Bay Ridge Boys?
Yes, I think that's a good idea. We'll get right to it. Anyway, yes.
Coming to you live from Joe Pesci's Pizza Parlor. The Pesci Pie.
and we'll catch you at the conclusion.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
We now look in at the back room at the Sportsman's Paradise Bar and Grill in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, folks. Yes, it's Bay Ridge, where you can drive your car onto the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, a bridge with an obscenely high toll that takes you to Staten Island. Something in that equation's not right. No, wait, everything in that equation's not right. But then again, What's that you say? Charlie Sheen was born on Staten Island? You're kidding. Well, I'll be a hobo's hot plate. They must have built a big shrine on the island, so of course paying a king's ransom to get there is a downright honor. But I'm getting off the subject here. Let me set the scene for you back at the bar and grill. Boss Totali paces nervously back and forth. Two gang members, 30 Knuckles Gambone, a squat, balding man in a rumpled suit, fields a question from Jawface Credenza, second in command, and though not handsome, he offers a well-dressed counterpoint to the walking mess that is 30 Knuckles. And without further ado, or toll of any sort, we present the boys from Bay Ridge.
Hey, you sure you got the straight dope on the Google Luca family, 30 Knuckles?
Sure, I'm sure. I spoke to more Google Lucas in one day than I ever want to in an entire lifetime. Hey, here comes Bob.
Hey, Bob, what do you got?
Fellas, I got nothing.
You can't have nothing. I'm going out of my mind here. All right, let's go over this again. I want each and every one of you mugs to tell me who you talked to and what they had to say. 30 Knuckles Gambone, you first. Tell me about the Google Lucas.
Well, I spoke to Piecemeal Google Luca, and he swears on a stack of Bibles that the Google Lucas got nothing to do with this. Piecemeal says that the Google Luca gang has the deepest respect for you, boss, and would all shoot their wives first before having anything to do with something like this.
The Google Lucas are good people. Piecemeal, Foulpole, Luca.
Yeah, I'm not really crazy about Luca Google Luca, if you gotta know.
I thank you for sharing that information with us all. Now, back to what I was saying.
All I'm saying is that if I'm having a birthday party and I can invite one Google Luca, that Google Luca will be Luca.
Your birthday party, huh? 30 Knuckles, you interrupt me for something stupid one more time and I'm gonna have the boys take you out back and blow out a few of your candles. Capiche?
Oh, sorry, boss.
Now, to get back to what I was saying is that I've never known any of the Google Luca mugs, including Luca, to be nothing less than honorable in a low-down sort of way. So I believed them. Jawface Credenza, you spoke to the Cannelloni brothers.
The only Cannelloni I could find was Tony Cannelloni. He was behind the Dunkin' Donuts near Dino's Deli shaking down Shriners for nickels and dimes. I smacked him and I told him, lay off the old folks, and then asked him if he knew anything.
Shaking down Shriners? Sheesh. Leave it to a putz like Tony Cannelloni to hit up geriatrics for chump change.
And
so I take out my piece, and I put it to his face and I say, Tony, I'm gonna make a donut hole right through the side of your cheeks if you don't come clean. But he says he don't know nothing, hasn't heard nothing, hasn't seen nothing.
Nothing. Pretty much sums up Tony Cannelloni. Worse than Luca Google Luca, if you ask me.
you don't have a lot of friends, do you, 30 Knuckles?
Hello? Right. We're on our way. Boss, they got Vincenzo Flensing tied up down at the warehouse. So far he ain't cracked, but the boy's got a feeling he knows something.
Let's go. Bobby, you stay here in case anyone else turns up.
Got it.
16 and a half tense minutes later, the gang is interrogating Vincenzo Flensing, who is bound with rope to a chair at the gang's warehouse.
Sit up straight, you turkey jerk!
Vincenzo Flensing, how nice to see you. I wish we could have had this little reunion under more pleasant circumstances.
You. Hey, you want me to hit him, boss?
Hit me all you want. I got nothing to say.
Was that so, Chenzo? Okay. I'm gonna ask you once and one time only, and after that I'll lose my friendly demeanor. Where is my bunny?
What the f are you talking about?
Don't be an idiot! Save yourself and tell us where the bunny is.
A bunny rabbit. You guys ain't serious.
Listen, Chenzo. It may seem silly that I value the whereabouts of my bunny as much as I do. But you know how some people have a lucky rabbit's foot? Well, I have a lucky bunny rabbit. My father had a lucky bunny too. In fact, his bunny rabbit was my bunny's great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Just like my grandfather's bunny was my bunny's great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great. Wait, let me think. Right, great-great-great-grandfather, and so on down the family line.
Oh, we're talking serious history, Chenzo.
Did I ask for your help?
No, but I just thought,
Don't think, just don't. It's better for everybody.
But
That's a thought. See, hold it for a day or two at least. So you see, Chenzo, my rabbit has a very special lineage. But now my rabbit is missing. Word has it that you know where he is.
I know where he is, huh? Sure. Well, here you go. I gave your bunny rabbit to the stork who delivers babies, and he gave it to a couple of pink elephants who lost their teddy bears. So there, you got it out of me.
Okay, boys, work him over.
Hey, come on, give me a break.
Hey guys, what are you doing here? Gee, isn't this a nice surprise? We ran out of bunny rabbit poopy bags back at the club, so I thought I'd take Bunny here out for a constitutional and pick up a couple of boxes here. You know, he's not so easy to walk. You know, even with a leash, it's more of a hop.
Alphonse, what the is going on? What are you doing with the boss's bunny?
Oh, like I said, I took him out for a constitutional. Bunny had kind of this unhappy look on his face in his little den. So I thought some fresh air would do him good. Hey, isn't that Vincenzo Flensi? You got tied up there? Why is he tied up?
'Cause we were about to beat him to a pulp.
But why? Chentro's such a nice guy. We buy lottery tickets together sometimes. Sometimes he buys me an extra one just because he's so nice.
We thought he bunny napped the bunny.
That's so silly. Jenzo would never do that. And besides, I took the bunny, and I was...
Yes, Alphonse? You took my bunny without authorization. And so we are about to thrash Mr. Flensing here within an inch of his life because we thought he took it. So you were about to say?
Gee, boss, it looks like you're kinda mad.
Yes, I am most definitely kinda mad.
I was gonna tell you about taking Bunny out for a constitutional, but nobody was around, so I just thought...
Enough! Ish, I thought I had a problem with Dirty Knuckles. Jawface, give me my bunny!
Sure, boss. Here you go.
Now there, my little prince. I hope Mr. Alphonse didn't make you jump too much. My twitchy-nosed little heirloom. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Yeah, so fellas, how about them jets, huh? Nothing to see here, nothing to see. Mind your own business.
No.
Bunny really seemed to like our walk.
Enough! I'll deal with you later. First, I need to address Mr. Flensing here. Well, Chenzo, it appears you've been on the up and up, and that a certain numbnuts moron in my employ decided on his own to take my bunny out for a walk. Or a hop. Whatever. And so this particular numbnuts will be experiencing certain repercussions, however well-intentioned his intentions.
Boss, I was...
So you, my friend, are free to go. Please accept my invitation to stop by the club any time and have dinner on the house. Jawface, give our friend here one deluxe dinner voucher with a complimentary cocktail. No top shelf.
Yeah, sure, boss, but don't come down too hard on Alphonse. You know, He ain't no rocket scientist, but he's got a good heart.
I know all about Alphonse. We shall see what we shall see. Let's go, boys.
Hey, boss, you hold that torch you told me to hold. Can I stop holding it now?
Tuesday, Dirty Knuckles. Think Tuesday.
Hey, wait a minute. You gotta untie me. Hey, wait.
The boys from Bay Ridge, ladies and gentlemen. The boys from Bay Ridge. I don't know, but there's something about that sketch that really works for me. Guess I'll have to figure out what that is later on, as I'm getting the high sign that we're running late and gotta wrap this up. Plus, for some reason, I have a sudden insatiable craving for carrots or a Cadbury cream egg. These tricks are for kids. I'm told there will be more episodes to come, so keep listening to the show, particularly that last sketch. If I may suggest, listen to it over and over again. Yes, indeed. Now that's what I call some really fine voice acting, folks. The boys from Bay Ridge. The boys from Bay Ridge. Love saying the letter B. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Bye.
All right, the boys from Bay Ridge,
Woof.
who will be back.
Some tense moments there.
Well, luckily, all's well that ends well. Hopefully, Vincenzo will be untied at some point. Not doomed to spend the rest of eternity sitting in the chair in the warehouse. Unlike the two of us who are going to spend all of eternity in these chairs doing a podcast.
Boy,
you know.
I got a plastic chair. I must have done some really bad things in my life. I didn't get the deluxe plush beanbag I was looking for.
You have some years left to work on it, and maybe you'll get a cushion out of it if you're just really good for like the next 50 years of your life.
Ooh.
You know. So let's just go right to the players. Okay. We had for perhaps his final appearance on Steve Monosson's podcast of No Return, Mr. Carl Lafong as narrator, doing his narrating thing. And then Scott as Boss Totali. Yours truly as Jarface Credenza. Mario X Soto as 30 Knuckles Gambone. And Alphonse. What a job, Mario. Sincerely. And Megan Partridge as Vincenzo Flensing. A great group effort, if I don't say so myself. Yes, I'm prejudiced. Yes.
Yeah, no, truly though. There's some really, really great work in that one, and very, very funny. Some very, very great work. Thing that ruins them. Like he could be on a mission to find this rabbit one time, and accidentally, take a guy out for a swim with the fishes if you catch him adrift.
In an effort to feed the rabbit, is that what you're saying?
Feed the rabbit. Isn't that Led Zeppelin song, right? Feed the rabbit.
Something of a Led Zeppelin buff, but I don't know that song.
It's not.
I know a whole lot of love.
I think it's on the Dark Tracks, the Dark album. The hidden tracks.
Yeah, hello, Steve here, interjecting myself and Brennan, just with a program note that what Brennan is talking about is not Led Zeppelin, but Jefferson Airplane with their song White Rabbit and the chorus, feed your head, and on with the conversation. Every night I have to trick myself into going to bed. We're not going to bed, Steve. We're just sort of lounging on the bed. Yeah, well, maybe you want to read War and Peace tonight or what?
So does that mean the last thing you say to yourself right before you drift off to sleep is haha, got you again, sucker?
Oh, that was you hovering.
Yeah, you've been hearing that. I've been kind of lingering around. Click upload and launch this episode
right before I go on.
Right as you go under.
Right as I go under.
Yeah. So the last thing you did was such a positive, fun thing.
I'd rather have Carrie Underwood.
That is fair.
Ham history or not.
I would say I want the comprehensive history of ham. I had to see a book in my head, a comprehensive history : ham.
There have been stranger things. There was a relatively popular book. I mean, it's still there. You can still buy it, but it was new. It was newly written. The Pencil. It was very thick. It was 3-inch thick book, 2-inch thick book. So the history of the pencil. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed today's show. We certainly enjoyed putting it together for you. Be sure to subscribe and comment. That would be wonderful on any platform.
Spotify, iTunes,
Stitcher.
YouTube, Facebook, Stitcher. We accept cash, money orders in the mail, postage stamps, Hanoi mailman delivery service. Yeah. Thank you to those are listening and following, and your feedback's always great. Thank you. Love getting some fan notes and letters and stuff. That's been really cool feeling. So.
If we don't return before the new year, Happy New Year. Happy holidays.
Yeah,
to everybody.
We're not. Let's be honest, we're not. Christmas is barreling toward us like a speeding train.
Right. On Facebook also. Right now it says Steve Monosson's page of No Return. I'm going to switch that just to be the podcast of No Return page. There's a difference.
Branding's important.
Branding,
Yeah.
all marketing.
Speaking of branding, when are we getting our podcast No Return tattoos? Team tattoos. Well, Happy New Year to those out there.
Okay, and I think that says it all.